Fellas, today we got a bit of footage that I wanted to show you. And if you were on Twitter last night, you may have already seen it. What you're looking at in this video is by Bungie's visual effects artist, Mark Fleeg Jr. Posted to Artstation showcasing the effects for the new Heart Shadow exotic sword and the Perfect Catch Titan finisher. Now, obviously we don't really care about those things. That's old news, man. What's more important here are the green icons in the bottom left hand of your screen. This could potentially be, and I put potential in quotations because let's be real, this is pretty much confirmed. This is our next Darkness subclass, guys. And what's crazy is my friend Kujay predicted this a year ago. So let's take a step back and let's start from the beginning. Now in the past, seeing leaks and such, we normally don't ever cover anything like this, especially like the big paste bin leak. However, considering that Bungie's own visual effects artist posted this up, sorry Bungie, it's kind of fair game for us. Now after passing this around the room to our editors, aka the best production team in A, we kind of just assumed that maybe this was just placeholders and probably not video worthy. However, Artstation suddenly took the video down. Literally both the clips showcasing the green subclass abilities were gone, wiped from digital existence. Thankfully, Destiny Bulletin still had them showcased on Twitter and we were still able to access them. By the way, check out Destiny Bulletin. Now it's entirely possible that these are just dev placeholders, but considering that Bungie took it down that quickly, I don't know, man. I will say it is fairly obvious that we aren't gonna have firebolt grenades and a stasis melee combined together in our next subclass. But actually though, what if it's not? What if what you see in front of you is actually the real deal and the future for our Darkness subclass and maybe for our other 3.0 subclasses? Because this is wild. These icons are definitely in the game currently. We have a firebolt grenade. That same melee is what our behemoth titans use. And the super icon actually kind of looks like spectral blades, at least to me. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen something like this happen. Remember when Bungie posted the TWAB a couple of months back, showcasing the new Crucible map Disjunction? The first hour the TWAB was up, we not only saw a glimpse at what the new map looked like, but also what would turn out to be the new seasonal armor ornaments from Season of the Haunted. Bungie quickly had this graphic replaced with another image that was exactly the same without Guardians. Fellas, this is a little something that big corpos like to refer to as damage control. And if there was nothing to hide, it's quite logical that Bungie would put out a statement correcting the mistake. Back when we were being showcased weapon crafting, that's exactly what happened. The come to pass auto rifle was seen with multiple different energy types, and DMG quickly clarified that it was just a bug in the API. And I know we're reporting on this early, but as of making this video, Bungie has yet to make a statement about this new green subclass. On top of all that, Mark Fleeg also has similar videos showcasing his other work that have not been taken down, meaning that most likely Bungie is trying to hide something. The real question is, what? The first thing that immediately stands out is the green color of the class icons. Ever since Destiny 1, the community has speculated about the addition of corruption-based subclasses being added to the game. One of our good friends, Kujay, even posted an entire video speculation on what corruption subclass could look like. And a quick side note, I'm not a big believer in coincidence. Kujay's speculation video about corruption subclass was posted exactly a year ago to this day. Kind of spooky, man. If you haven't seen it, go give it a watch. It's not much of a leap to think we'll be getting our hands on corruption in the future when we already have quite a few examples of corruption in the game. Thorn for a long time was the only source of corruption damage, but it's been around since the launch of Destiny 1. But with the launch of Beyond Light Seasons 12 and the Witch Queens Season 16, we then added both necrotic grips and osteo grip to our arsenal of corruption weaponry. The groundwork is already in place to build out entire subclasses around this concept. So much so that I believe it's entirely possible the VFX work for corruption is already underway, which would explain why it's present on a dev account with placeholder icons. But again, go watch Kujay's video. As he breaks down all the different abilities and supers, we could see with the corruption subclass and even the science behind it in astonishing detail. In game, the only characteristics of corruption we see so far is really the damage over time effect from the weapons of sorrow and the spread of corruption to other targets, which is similar to like scorch stacks with our solar subclasses. You see what I'm saying? Most of the abilities we see here, we already know the names of. We have a Titan Barricade, the Behemoth Melee Shiver Strike, and of course, the Firebolt Grenade. But what we haven't seen is this super icon. And if any of you have, let me know in the comments where from. I need sources. But to me, it does look similar to the Night Stalker Super Spectral Blades. I guess this time, it'll be green blades. My initial thoughts on seeing this, which may be a little far out there, could this actually be the return of Blade Dancer, but green, which is like spectral blades, but purple? It's not that far-fetched, guys, is what I'm saying. Now, ideally, I would like to see this just return to Arc Striders in general, because Arc Striders, you need some love. We literally just talked about Arc Exotics the other day in anticipation for Arc 3.0, with both Blight Ranger and Roger's Harness Exotics needing a desperate buff to benefit the Arc Staff Super. Now, it's possible that Bungie completely reworks the Super, bringing it closer to how OG Destiny 1 Blade Dancer behaved, but just with its own unique flair. Point is, though, this gameplay is on a Titan, right? And when I imagine a Titan moving around in their Super, imagining a Titan using Blade Dancer just seems wrong. wrong. Now, the final point of interest, look at those 3 melee abilities. Now, we know this isn't an exotic perk, since the Titan in the footage is literally wearing the entire Wild Hunt set from Season 12. Shiver Strike does not have the capability to have 3 melee charges at once. Nothing in the game has that ability. Yet, I haven't thought about having 3 charges of anything since back in Destiny 1. Back in the day, there was a perk on Sunsinger Warlock called Gift of the Sun that would give you a second grenade charge. And the hope was that if you combine Gift of the Sun with Starfire Protocol, you could get 3 fusion grenades at once. Man, that would be amazing. Now, granted, the game did cap your abilities out at 2 charges, Bungie being kind of anti-fun here, especially for our Star class build. But in all seriousness, 3 charges of any ability has never been possible before. But now, brother, if they can pull off 100 extra slots of vault space out of thin air, then by God, they can give us 3 ability charges. Granted, this kind of defeats the whole topic of making Destiny more FPS and less ability simulator. Now, some other speculation about this corruption subclass is, of course, what's been circulating on Twitter, also known as Blunt Slugger. Now, I just want to bring this up because as creative as this is, and as amazing as that would be, Blunt Slugger is not actually going to be a real subclass. I literally have people adding me going, yo, it's been leaked. Guys, no, man, that's not real. And for like every 1 person adding me, there's like 10 others adding Pure Chill. Everybody say, yo, Pure Chill, it's your subclass, bro. No lie though, I don't know who made this, but they spent a lot of time there. If Blunt Slugger actually became a thing, Bungie could literally sell a Destiny-themed bong in their store. And I don't even smoke, but I would probably buy that bong. Whatever the case may be though, whether we see abilities in Season 18 with Arc 3.0, or even Season 19 with whatever light subclass updates we'll be getting, I believe that at least something in this footage will be coming soon to the live game. The Lightfall Showcase is only a few weeks away, and it's a good chance we're going to be seeing the Darkness subclass on August the 23rd when Bungie finally shares all the information coming over the next year and beyond. We will be streaming the entire event live on our Twitch. We have a lineup of lore videos to watch before the release because I like to have a narrative backing for whatever the hell I'm about to be seeing, right? If you're interested in that though, come on by, drop a follow, hit those notifications. August 23rd is going to be a hell of a day because not only are we going to be watching the reveal, we're also going to be playing the new season. Either way it goes though, guys, it's fairly obvious that corruption is coming to the game as a subclass. What does that mean? Again, I'm linking QJ's video here. A lot of what he mentions, it's a good chance at least the verbs that are used for corruption is what we're going to have next year. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.